The idea behind the show is you take a chunk of material that I'm doing, finger fucking the macaroni and cheese with their eyes. Like this week, we're talking about immigration.
Desperate, looking for marriage for immediate citizenship.
Motherfuckers. We've talked to immigrants.
What's the first English swear word you learned?
People who are against immigration.
You're gonna fuck your sister and not even know it was your sister.
Fuck immigrants, but fuck you too. I think we should shut the fuck up. I don't know. I don't know what the show is about. I went out and talked to people, and then I did my act, and then you edit it together. Fucked if I know. Stop it now. Shut up. I'm not saying I'm drunk, but I'm thinking of moving here. Don't worry, I'll sober up in the morning. There's so many things I would have done if it weren't for mornings and sobriety. You can't just move here. It's one of those things that you contemplate, like if America got really bad, which it already is, but if I ever realized it in full, like where else could I go and do this for a living and just fuck off and tell people to eat shit and drink for an hour a night for a living? And there's only a few countries that speak the language, and they're well, in the States, like people, because I make fun of the country I'm from quite a bit, and people, oh, you don't like it, fuck off, go somewhere else. And you go, maybe I will.
I need a passport. I just moved over here from the States.
You'll have to contact the American Embassy with regard to a passport.
Oh, I don't ever want to talk to those people again.
We only actually issue passports to British citizens, and if you're not a British citizen, then we can't actually issue a passport to you.
Are you a married woman?
No, I'm not married.
Would you, consider it? I could get citizenship. You could get, that stigma off you. Excuse me?
Are you asking me to marry you?
In a way, yes. I got to get this over with. I got to get a job.
Well, unfortunately, no, I don't think it would be appropriate for me to marry you.
You got immigration laws too here, and it's terrifying. Like, how do you have immigration laws? If it was being this miserable, you'd think anyone who was willing, you'd welcome them and hug them and ask them stories from the outside world. What's it like?
Hi, I'm Dan.
And I'm Rachel, and you're through to the Record Romance new members line. And once you become a member, this improves your chance of finding the right person.
Desperate, looking for marriage for immediate citizenship. I'm in Edinburgh, but I'm willing to travel. Nobody'll fuck you? I will. Respond ASAP. Need marriage for citizenship.
Welcome to Queer Call. When making a date through this service, be safe and sensible.
Hey, listen, here's the deal. I'm looking for a husband. I'm moving to Scotland. I need citizenship. So I'll yank you off into a lubricated sleeve if you will take the nuptials, sign the paper, and get me in this country. All right, what am I into? I'm into, latex, enemas, donkey punching, Cleveland steamers, marriage for citizenship, Voltaire's angry glove, adult babies, golden showers, all that. Get back.
I gotta do what to get in the country? Come on, I'm like you, fucking miserable, middle-aged, fat, pasty, alcoholic with no hope for the future. Obviously, I belong here. Are you kidding me? People hate people just because they want someone different to hate, and it's so random to come here. Like, oh, in the States, it's Mexicans, and these immigrants, and they mean Mexicans, and here you have whatever, you have Indians or Polish people or Bangladeshis that we've never even heard of. They're different names. We got fucking Mexican. We should trade our Mexicans for your Bangladeshis, and then we'd both think it was exotic for long enough that we'd assimilate. A Bangla wadi? Oh, give me one. I want to meet one. Do you live in mountains and treetops? And, oh, there wouldn't be any of that fucking taking their job shit. Like all those arguments, the cliched arguments about immigration, they never, like you never hear any of them that come from a personal angle. Like, I'm against these immigrants. Well, why? How did they fuck up your day specifically? Well, they do this and that, but that didn't fuck up. How did they fuck up your specific life? Like, how has immigration hurt you on any level whatsoever? And it's always, you know, they don't speak the language. And then don't talk to them. What the fuck? Hey, I solved your problem. Don't talk to them. My fucking neighbor speaks the language perfectly. I've lived there almost 2 years. I've never said one word to that asshole. And if we happen to be checking the mail at the same time, I avoid eye contact. I don't want to talk to you. He speaks the language great. So why do you care what the guy selling ganip-ganops out of a cart down in the park speaks? It's none of your fucking business. But all of those arguments go against the main cliched argument of they're stealing our jobs. We were on talk radio. No one listens to it. It was some Scotty McClure guy. And we're talking about, you know, we're talking about immigration. And some guy calls in and he's like, well, me and my pals.
You're through to Doug James.
Thanks for calling.
How you doing, Doug? You all right?
I'm fantastic. And yourself?
Yeah, not bad. I mean, you're saying, has anybody had a personal experience about Polish people taking jobs? I mean, I've got a few of my friends who are all out of work, and these Polish people are coming over here in droves, and they're taking. They can't even speak the language. They come over, they bring the cars over. They've got the Polish number plates. They're going through the speed cameras. They're not insured.
Okay,
it's a complete farce, Doug.
But exactly, these people come into this country. They don't speak the language.
They don't speak the language. Did they do your job training in pantomime? They did. Boo boo. Boo boo.
Unfortunately, these menial jobs are menial jobs, and the problem is, I think you're right. Some people in our country maybe want to earn a bit more money, or whatever, but they'll do it for nothing. They'll do it for cash in hand. They'll do it for half what you should be. I mean, you know, they live in houses with 10 people to a room. We've got to support families. We've got children to support.
I live 7 miles off the Mexican border in a small town in Arizona, and you see all these Mexicans that are taking American jobs. I see them, border patrols. That was, your heckling has been almost appropriate and well-timed up until right now. Right now is where I was in the middle of, like, if you feel like the tension in my voice, you can time a heckle. Like, there'll be times where I'm going, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And that's a good time to blurt out some stupid shit, because it'll give me a second to respond while the back of my head is trying to think of what to do next. When you do what you did, like you did, that is to the comedy process what a strong poop smell is to the sexual act. It doesn't ruin it completely, but it definitely makes you pause and take time to. But all those are. I live 7 miles off the Mexican border, and I see all these Mexicans that are taking Americans' jobs. You can see them every day. You watch Border Patrol dragging them 11 at a time out of a fucking Ford Focus, like a clown car, like plastic cuffs on. And you're right, they don't speak the language, and they probably have no education. They don't have fucking shoes half the time. They're like all tattered, castaway Gilligan's Island shorts, and they're filthy. They haven't had a drink of water in days. If that guy is as qualified for your job as you are a loser of such epic proportions. I would be ashamed. I would be humiliated to have someone find out that guy took my job.
We have what's called the minimum wage, but they work under it. I mean, they're working under the minimum wage.
But again, you're counting on the minimum wage as a safety blanket. How about you go out and you get, you learn a skill where you're in demand and you can't be replaced by Scotty McClure could not be replaced by.
Unfortunately, Things you can be replaced, can't you? That's the problem. Should we let it happen? Is the point.
Let me ask you this. Scotty McClure, I keep using as an example. He makes a decent wage. He's worked hard his whole life to make this decent wage. Right now, a Polish housewife without any grasp of the language could come in here and do this same job for £1 an hour. But you know what? You wouldn't be listening.
Fucking, you never hear anybody of any level of skill complaining about immigrants taking their jobs. You don't hear fucking brain surgeons sitting around the Beverly Hills Hotel Lounge. You know what really chaps my ass, Patrick? All these Polacks are coming over, taking our good neurosurgery positions. They'll do it for like £3 an hour.
If the Polish create the bottom line, step above it. Find a place where you're a welder, be the best welder in the world. You work harder than the next guy. They're going to remember you the quality of workmanship. They're going to go, you know what, I'm not going to hire someone that's a half-wit.
I pack things in boxes, Doug.
Are you telling me this? Are you telling me that the only thing that you could excel at in life is packing things in boxes?
And I'm like, is that the best you can do? You sound like a reasonably intelligent person. Is that really the best you can do with all your skills? And he goes, I'm quite good at it.
I get quite a lot done. I mean, seriously, you're laughing at me. I mean, my shift manager says I'm one of the best. I mean, I pack a lot of. I am quite good at it, but some of my mates aren't so good.
This almost seems like a set-up call.
The idea behind the show is you take a chunk of my immigration material.
Fuck those dirt people!
And then go out and do field pieces.
We don't want to preserve the culture by throwing dung balls at one another.
You stretch a 5-minute bit into 30 minutes by milking it.
We're British. Let's beat the fuck out of each other.
Well, fuck it. I'm never coming back. I'll take the money. We met with the guy from the British National Party, some candidate for office, and he was an anti-immigrant.
It was a candidate for the BNP, the British National Party. What? What's wrong? Come on, white people. What's up? What's up, white people?
Kenny, you're running for Scottish Parliament?
Yes, I'm
with the
hoping
British
to be elected as the first BNP MSP.
British National Party.
I am.
They're outside the fucking football game, and they're recruiting shitheads who out there drunk and beating on each other. Hey, while you're beating on each other, don't you hate people who aren't like you? Yeah. You're beating on someone who's just like you. But oh, smell the unity. We're British. Beat the fuck out of each other. That's why you can never extrapolate that. The nationalism here, like it boils. The hatred in this island boils down from nationalism down to what street you're from. Fuck immigrants, but fuck you too. All Celtics fans should be put on a boat too and sent back to where they're from. They just came from over there. It's like 2 blocks down. I mean, we'll build a canal and we'll build a boat and send them 2 blocks and fuck those people too.
It's not really a question of hating anybody or disliking anybody. We just think that in every locale, the local people should be the people who are put first.
But as you keep that culture so tight-knit, at what point does it border on incest and inbreeding? If you don't let new people into the culture, eventually you're going to have cases of accidental incest. You're going to fuck your sister and not even know it was your sister.
Oh, are you a stepsister? Get out here. I want a real... No half-sisters. I want my real sister. Well, how far down do you go? At what point? Nationalism does nothing but teach you how to hate people that you never met, and all of a sudden you're bragging about intrinsic personality traits that you don't even have. Well, we're a brave and generous people. No, you're a cheap, cowardly fuck. Just because you take pride in accomplishments you had no part in whatsoever. You know, we got the guys, the Americans, you got, you know, the fuck the French guys, where they go, you fuck the French. Yo, if we hadn't have saved their ass in 2 world wars, they'd be speaking German right now. And you go, oh, was that us? Was that me and you, Tommy, that saved the French? I know I blacked out a little bit after that 4th shot of Jägermeister last night. I know we went through the Wendy's drive-thru. We were gonna get one of those freshetta sandwiches because we saw it on the TV. It looked very good, but then we had no money and we had to order it and then have to ditch out of line before the second window, and then the people behind us probably got those fucking sandwiches. But I don't remember saving the French whatsoever. I went through my last 10 cell phone calls. There's nothing incoming or outgoing to or from the French looking for muscle on a project. I don't have any mud stains on my pants from when we were garroting krauts in the trenches at Verdun. I don't think we did anything but sit and watch sports bloopers with no volume. I think we should shut the fuck up about what we did. We did nothing. I have no idea what that said, but you have that pierced face and that weird fucking, I like that fetish look. I wish that fetish, like that whole fetish thing, like carried on. Like you get all dirty and I beat you with fucking rubber hoses and you piss on my chest and then you're pushing on my eyes, fucking pushing them in like you want me to make them burst and you're fucking jacking me off from behind, and you're like yanking on my bag and you're like, yeah. And I fucking eat that dirty ass, and I'm like, yes, I'm a fucking little bitch faggot. But the problem is, in the morning, you get all kind of normal. I just wish that I could find a guy. No, you don't want to find a guy. You want to push in my eyes and piss on my chest. You don't want to find the kind of guy that's just special and loves you. But the whole idea behind going to the potato processing plant to talk to immigrants was to, again, get their opinion on, all this racism and the stealing British jobs. We went outside of Perth to a fucking potato farm. All right, we'll go talk to fucking Polish immigrants. We get way out in the cow shit stinking, big warehouse, and there's a pit with 6 conveyor belts, and they have to work. They're just looking at potatoes come through, and they're trying to find faulty potatoes. Just 9 hours a day, they just stare at hundreds of potatoes trying to find what's wrong with one of them. When do we get a break?
Lunchtime is about 12 o'clock. What time is it?
It's an hour. How do you say I quit in Polish?
I quit?
I quit. No mas.
That's good. I quit. Jak to jest po polsku? I quit.
See, they won't teach him how to say that.
We went there with a purpose. Here's the point. 6 conveyor belts, 6 people working on them, 2 dudes, 4 chicks, Polish. The chicks are fucking hot. Like really hot. Not hot for potato workers, but like legitimately fucking night shift titty dancer hot. And you're going, and like fucked up the whole reason for being there. Like, holy, what the fuck are you doing?
See, what's baffling is if you pan back, they're all very beautiful women.
For God's sakes, you finally get hot chicks in this country. What do you do with them? You send them away. You're fucking that pig next to you every night that you had to settle for. Meanwhile, hot chicks are coming in on boats, and what do? You ship them off to a farm somewhere where they have to fucking spot check dirt apples for flaws, and you're fucking the fucking skank that you're with going, I can't believe these immigrants are taking our jobs. They're wicked hot.
I tell you what, I'm gonna leave you my number, and if you're not out of here in 6 months, you call me and I'll bust you out. Be a jailbreak. I'm gonna go make sure I punched in, and I'll be right back.
can't do that in the States. You can't get a hot chick to do shit in the States. You just want to say, and I couldn't because it would sound rude with broken English, but you're like, you want to just nudge him and go, why are you counting potatoes? Suck a dick. I'm not trying to be rude, but God's sake, suck a dick. I don't, just one dick. One dick is worth 1,000 potatoes. All that fear and the fact they're taking our job, any fear that they're selling you, that people, I don't think they can produce fear fast enough for the way people want to buy it. People want to buy into that fear. Oh, these mongrel races are taking our jobs, and the terrorist is trying to blow up my own fucking moped, and bird flu is gonna wipe out my village, and pedophiles are trying to fuck my kids. That fear is more comfortable for you to live in than the actuality that you're probably going to go through your whole life without anything memorable happening at all. Statistically, that's probably what's going to happen. Nothing of significance. Way easier to buy into fear. Here they come, they're coming after us. Get a better security system, get a bigger knife, get me a gun. No. Probably going to go home with her tonight and say, yeah, he's right, we really should. But tomorrow, you wake up sober, shitty job, offer you a few more dollars if you stay for a few more years. You'll have an awful fucking ugly child. Show pictures of it. About 47, they'll find you'll have like a blood clot in your thigh, and they'll have a procedure, and then that'll be like the big thing you milk. Well, there was one time I really did have a fear for my life. I had a blood clot, and that's all that's gonna fucking happen to you. There's so many good things in the world to hate that you should hate, and you're distracted because of all this nonsense. The reason that I can't smoke a cigarette right now is because of some douchebags at City Hall or a local parliament or whatever the fuck they call it here. Why aren't 60,000 people showing up at those meetings every week instead of football and booing them and cursing them and causing street fights because they said, maybe we should have no smoking in bars? All the anger that they have at them, they take out on other races or other teams or other countries. Meanwhile, it's right here at home, the people that are fucking you for real. I know I complain about this place every time I come here. I know Scotland, yes, it's beautiful. There's a lot of history here, but I don't see a lot of future. And I feel bad, because when I come here, I really do hate it so much, and not the audiences, but everything else. I hate it so much, I feel bad for complaining. And people go, well, if you hate it so much, why do you keep coming here? Because that's where comedy works, where people are the most depressed and miserable. That's where comedy is at the highest value. I'd much rather be doing comedy on a beach in a tiki bar in Costa Rica right now, but they don't have comedy there. They don't need comedians because they're already smiling naturally. Comedy works where people are miserable, and for that reason alone, you are the best audiences on earth. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Well, 1:10 tonight, there's lots of foreplay with the Wombats. Thank God they're good looking. Next up, Steve Jones with the Kaisers and a Robin. Transmission with T-Mobile is almost plugged in.